Some positive chutzpah about Tyron Smith? Sign me up, baby. Plus, we take a look at the offensive line from last year and compare it to this year. There's been some differences. Let's roll.
Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your friggin' podcast, people. And we've got a lot to get to. Of course, the topic of this show, we have now a Jets-Patriots ticket tailgate extravaganza. We'll be promoting that here on the show as well. And thanks for everyone who is joining us live or after the fact. I know a lot of people listen to us on the audio version podcast and, of course, after the fact as well on YouTube. Either way, we appreciate the support. Make sure you guys like that video and hit subscribe. So I'll go right into it in terms of the footage. Our boy Connor Hughes of SNY joined Craig Carton on the Carton Show, and he gave some wonderful words about Tyron Smith, who is a guy that I've been in love with this entire offseason. He's someone I wanted, and I'm glad the Jets got him because it looks like he's had a positive impact, not just being an awesome player himself, but the ripple effects on the roster. Let's roll the footage clip here. Connor Hughes and the Carton Show talking Tyron. Good point for any of our golf fans getting that reference. Yikes. That was tough for Rory a couple weeks ago. But anywho, Tyron Smith, pretty gosh darn good. The leadership is obvious. All of it kind of comes together there for Tyron, and he's just been incredible. Now, I'm going to turn off the banner on our show. I love the scrolling ticker where it says follow me on all social media and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to turn that off for a second because I want to throw this up. Okay, because on top of Tyron Smith, I wanted to show you guys here as we're as I'm pulling this up. Give a quick one of these. Damn straight, but here it is. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. It's from the 33rd team, so shout out to them. Look at the 2023 on this side of the screen, the waving finger. Look at over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The 2023 Week 1 starters. Dwayne Brown, Laken Tomlinson, Connor McGovern, Elijah Vera-Tucker, Mekhi Becton. Now, if we come over here, whoop, Tyron Smith, John Simpson, Joe Tippmann, Elijah Vera-Tucker, Morgan Moses. The only same guy, at least at position, you have is Elijah Vera-Tucker. Joe Tippmann, of course, started the season on the bench. And remember, this might be, hide that off the screen for a second. Remember, when we're overreacting to things in training camp, remember, we're like, Joe Tippmann, he may never start this year, right? There's that hoopla. He was like running with the third team. We're like, geez. Oh, gosh, Joe Tippmann bust. John Michael Schmitz is the guy. By the way, I know this is a Jet show, not a Giant show, but have any of you seen what's going on there with JMS, John Michael Schmitz? Things look like they're going south real quick. And remember, a lot of people gave Joe Douglas crap for not taking JMS, who is the plug-and-play guy and all this other stuff. It seems like he's been going through some choppy waters across town. Just want to throw that out there while Tippmann, arrow up, all rookie team, all that jazz. Anywho, back on the screen here. So look at these differences. Shout out to the 33rd team. Look at the dramatic differences. And in the NBA, there's this award for the sixth man of the year. If there was one of those for the NFL, Olu Fashanu. What kind of filet mignon are we talking about here? Is your sixth guy off the bench? Now, he's not a true swing tackle, according to the Jets. Again, he will be backing up at left, and Carter Warren will be at right. But nonetheless, having a first-round draft choice that was 11th overall, being the break-the-glass guy, has to make you feel spectacular as a New York Jets fan. Tyron Smith, let's go through. So, let's go through last year first. Dwayne Brown, old man, When healthy, he's pretty good. Not Tyron Smith good, but pretty good. But he could never stay healthy, and he's old as hell. Lakin, he's my boy, obviously. You guys know I've had him on the show several times. A great personality, but the analytics are the analytics. He had not been performing great. Connor McGovern, he's all reliable. Not among the best centers in the NFL. Not among the worst. He's just an average guy. Nothing wrong with that. AVT, similar story. If healthy, he's been really good, but we just haven't seen him healthy. And then Mekhi Becton, the ultimate enigma, where I'm just a left tackle, but there he was at right tackle. There was all this drama all over the place on Mekhi, another one of my boys who I love a lot, but the proof is in the pudding. And while he was able to finally stay healthy, which was a massive accomplishment, he really started to fall off in the middle of the season, and then it just kind of fell off a cliff. But then look at this. Look at this primo starting five for 2024. Tyron Smith, a future Pro Football Hall of Famer. And again, I just have to continue to reiterate, this is not some legacy award. This is a guy who was a second-team All-Pro last year. He was the number one rated pass protector in the NFL. Very, very important to note. Then go to John Simpson. A lot of Jet fans, okay, a lot of Jet fans are like, oh, John Simpson. Oh, what does he bring to the table? Oh, what an overpay. Then people started looking at the numbers a little bit, and then John Simpson ended up being this guy. Okay, and John Simpson brings a little bit of that chutzpah. Talk about that kind of energy that's kind of infectious. John Simpson brings that to the table. I like John Simpson. And again, if he's your worst offensive lineman, you're not doing too shabby. And then Joe Tippmann, who again, he was playing a little guard, playing a little center. Now he's the center. Now there's none of this movement of playing a little bit of this, playing a little bit. There's been some Jet fans this offseason said, oh, maybe he's a guard. Shut up. Let's keep him at center, where he should have been. And he has the potential, hopefully, to be one of the next great Jet centers we've had. We had Kevin Mawai, Hall of Famer, Nick Mangold, Ring of Honor member, and hopefully Tippmann can stop the musical chairs that have been happening at the center position. Perhaps. Then AVT, it's just straight up. It is what it is. He has to stay healthy. I get so annoyed by people saying, oh, man, AVT, what healthy is this? What healthy is that? Well, let's get healthy. It's been freaking 3 years, for Pete's sake. He has not been healthy since his rookie season. So for Pete's sake, let's get some health. Now, there's no more excuses. There's no position changing that's going to be happening here. Let's just get this guy healthy. And the Jets already exercised that $15.3 million option on him for next season. So he's here no matter what. But let's see some of those dividends pay off. And then, of course, Morgan Moses. We freaking love this guy, and he's right there featured on the screen. Great photo jersey swap. It's a joke because obviously he played for the Jets previously. Morgan Moses, all reliable. You love to freaking see it. It's this brand new starting five. Plus, you throw in Olu Fashanu, who's like, again, this extra guy off the bench. The Jets' offensive line is just in a world of difference from that perspective, which is just spectacular to see. Back to the ticker, baby, and it looks fantastic. All right, let's go to let's go back to the comments here. So it's great to see Tyron. You love to see Tyron. You love to see the offensive line changes. Good words said about it. It's no doubt. And I know a lot of people said, Paul, he's not going to come here. He's going to go to this team or that team. A bunch of hoopla. That's what I say. But great. And shout out to everybody who's a part of the Boy Green Coffee Club officially on the YouTube membership. If you're not, get it happening, baby. That's all these, the Jared B's, the NC's, the John Sowers, all these guys with that extra logo on their name. They are a part of a special elite club. It's the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby, for $2.99 a month. $2.99 a month. We're talking about a cup of coffee, for Pete's sake. Once a month helps keeps the lights on here at the Boy Green YouTube channel. So, guys, make sure you support. Money sign on the screen. Join now, baby. Be a part of the club. All the cool kids are doing it. Well, Mamacita, before we get any further, we just had a YouTube super chat grace us with his presence. Let's get to it. We got Ed Vargas here. Whoa, Mama. Hey, Paul, the wife and I got tickets for the Pats game. Looking forward to meeting you in person finally, LOL. It'll be an honor to also meet your dad. Great job, my friend. You are the best. Ed, thank you so much, pal, and thank you for the super chat. That is spectacular, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. So, Ed, after all this time, finally, yes, I will be at the Jets-Patriots game I'll put it up here on the screen in a minute. We could promote it a little bit. So hopefully others who are on the fence perhaps can kind of get in the mix and go here. We are accepting tickets. And I heard from my boy Nick Shine, who I'm partnering up with for this event. You have to have your ticket purchases in, not the tailgate, but the ticket purchase in by July 8th. So if you want to sit with us for the game, I don't know if it's sitting with us or with someone else. It doesn't matter, actually. You can buy your own tickets to the game and just join us at the tailgate, or vice versa. You could do one or the other as well. And I will give you all the details here to join. But again, another special shout out to Ed. That's amazing, man. I can't hopefully wait to meet a lot of you. Thank you. That's very nice. And let me throw it up here on the screen. Boom. Okay. Boy Green, no face again. Okay. Boy Green, proud NYJ fan. Ticket tailgate package, week 3, Jets Patriots. It's Thursday, September 19th, Thursday night football. Here's what you got to do, baby. First off, I'll give you the ticket price. So I got to get rid of the banner again so you guys can see all the details. Cut that off. If you only want to join, so you could do one or the other or both. It's up to you guys. Okay. If you'd like to sit with us at the game, it is upper end zone. We'll know the specifics of the section once we gather everybody together. That's how it works with the Jets. I've never bought a group rate before, but that's how it works. Okay. So if you want to sit with us, the ticket is a flat rate. It's $140 per. You can bring people with you, as you heard from there. Ed Vargas said that he's bringing himself and everybody else. So feel free. So Ed says this, right? I'll throw this back up on the screen. Ed said he's bringing him, his wife to the game. Phenomenal. So you can buy 2 tickets if you want, 1 ticket if you want, more than that. There's no limit, perhaps, to the tickets that you want. So $140 a pop. Number 1. And by the way, you have to get that in by July 8th. How do you do it? It's right here on the screen. Send your full name, your email, and purchase details via PayPal or Venmo to me. That is Paul A. Esden Jr., ESDENJR @gmail.com. Or you can do it to Nick Shine. He's only available on Venmo, but I'm on both PayPal and Venmo. And send what it is. So, for instance, you could say, hi, my name is Paul Esden. I want to buy 3 tickets to the game plus 2 tailgate packages. So, again, it's name, it's my payment details, what I'm buying, and then an email so we can go back and forth and reach out to you guys. And then, of course, the money that is included as you send it over. Those are the details to do it. Again, the ticket is only $140, and then the tailgate only is $65. You don't have to do the tailgate if you don't want. That is all inclusive. That's brought to you by tailgatejoe.com. Tailgate Joe will be handling all of that. The food, the alcohol, the drinks, all of that is his cup of tea, but he's partnering with us. That's where we'll be tailgating and hanging out. So he will have you covered if you end up buying the tailgate. So you can come with us if you have tickets, to the game already. Like you already bought Jets Patriots ticket months ago, which is possible. Again, the schedule came out in May. You can tailgate with us if you'd like. We can hang out before the game. I can meet you. We can do anything and everything you guys would like. You guys can come just for the tailgate. That is $65 again, all inclusive, food, drink, and all that jazz. Or you could just sit with us. Let's say you have your own tailgate situation figured out already, but you'd like to sit with us. You can do that. That's $140 a pop. Feel free to do so. And again, there is a sense of urgency here. This all has to be sent in by July 8th, because then I got to send it over to them as well. So those are the details. I will answer some of your questions. I see some of you guys have questions in here. That is what's popping. So I'll tell you some of the people that are going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm bringing my dad, Woody. I just confirmed he's coming with me as part of this group. Connor is going to the game with separate tickets, but he's coming with the tailgate, so he'll be there in the tailgate action. And we got Tio, Uncle VR, he's going to be there. We got Johnny Boy, he's going to be there. A lot of great people, and hopefully a lot of us, as part of the Boy Green Daily, can all meet up. All right, let me go through a couple of questions here. Card Game Central, Paul, if people pay with PayPal, should they pay via friends and family? If they pay via goods, or that will charge you fees? Great question, Card Cave Central, and I'm glad that you brought that up. So, yes, excellent question. So, again, these prices are the prices. The tickets are $140 flat. The tailgate is $65 flat. That is true. If you guys pay as friends and family. What that means on PayPal is that you just send the money right over. It's immediately available. There's obviously a trust because you're telling me, hey, friends and family, the money's immediately available to me and I can send it in. So please, I would advocate that you guys do friends and family. That makes the whole process easier, and I can take care of you, and all that's good. There is another option, which is, again, pay via goods, and there's a fee that gets taken out and things of that nature. If you're going to go that way, I suggest friends and family because there's no fees. It's just straight money, and you're all settled. But if you choose to pay via goods, you will have to pay the difference because I will not be paying the difference for every person that does it. So let's say 10 people say, oh, Paul, I'm coming, and they all pay via goods, and it takes a chunk out of it. I will request that you then pay the chunk difference because I'm not going to be paying the $5 per every person. So that's an excellent question, Card Cave Central. I'm glad you asked it. Yes, I suggest you pay friends and family. That is the best way to do so. I was going to put that on the poster, but I felt like that would be too long too long of explaining. But yes, excellent question. If people do pay, I would prefer friends and family. However, you don't feel comfortable doing that, totally understand, and you want to protect yourself or cover yourself if you feel more comfortable doing that, then you, the person, has to pay that difference, like I said. So whatever difference it ends up going, you'll do that. Murdoch says, good morning, Paul. Are you bringing your sweet ass down to the Jacksonville game? TBD, we'll see. I don't know. A lot of people were asking me about other games. The game I know I'm committed to is Jets-Patriots. There's another potential Jets home game down the line, all kinds of things. So no guarantee on Jacksonville, but Jets-Patriots I will be at, and hopefully another one. But right now, that's the guaranteed thing that I'm going to, and I want to meet as many of you crazy bastards as possible. I've got 350 people in the room right now. So Jets, Patriots, baby. The details are also in the YouTube description down below. If you didn't catch that little graphic, it's also on the YouTube community channel. It's on my Instagram. It's Facebook, Twitter. It's everywhere. That little poster, which has all the details. And again, I want to meet as many of you guys as possible. So please hop on the train. That'd be wonderful. If you're on the fence, I reached out to a couple of people yesterday who are on the fence. They're like, I don't know. Should I not? Do it, baby. This Thursday night football game, to me, how I look at it, is a celebration. The Patriots have kicked our ass for a long time. And now it looks like the Patriots are a dumpster fire and the Jets are Super Bowl contenders. I fully anticipate the Jets are going to beat the New England Patriots with a rusty wrench, and I want to absorb every single moment of that ritual animal slaughtering at MetLife Stadium in the home opener, the energy, everything that entails. That's what I want to be a part of. And of course, I want to meet all you fans, all these people that help make Boy Green Daily possible. Like I said, Ed Vargas and his extremely generous super chat here, which of course are always accepted here on the program. That's amazing. I can't wait to meet Ed and his wife and everybody else that'll be coming. So thank you, Ed, for that. And that is the way to get involved, baby. So yes. Yeah, I've never had a coffee before, but I could use it. Mr. Business. We might have to do this for a separate show. But like, boy, the Mekhi Becton thing in Philly land is it's interesting. The things that are coming out of there. Like I said, we might have to save an entire episode for that, but yeah, there's some interesting things going on down there. Yes, I do speak a little bit of Italian. With the hand. I'm a big hand communicator. I realize that with my interns, I'm doing a lot of this, a lot of this. There's a lot of hand motions, a lot of hand movement happening. Yes, that is true. Yeah. Big Bust. He still has that shirt. I remember that. The Big Bust shirt, and then like around the circle it said like fat, lazy, ugly, and God knows whatever else it had in there. Oh, yeah. Let's go through some other comments here. I'll also open up the phone lines here in just a few minutes. John says, Tyron Smith needs to last 4 weeks for Olu's development. I think Olu, to be honest, could start day one. I'm glad that obviously with the current setup, he doesn't have to. But hopefully to the point that, again, perfect world, Tyron Smith plays all 17. Now, that hasn't happened ever because 17 games didn't exist in 2015 in terms of a regular season. So, obviously, we'd love for that to be the case, but probably unlikely. But hopefully he stays healthy for a large chunk of the season so Olu could get time, energy, and everything. And the same thing for Carter Warren, who's also in that room. How could you not take things of that nature as well to help you out? So I'd love to see it. John Sauer says, wondering if T. Smith stays healthy, if Salo doesn't sit him a couple games for playoff push. I'll tell you this, another really important piece is that Tyron Smith doesn't miss playoff games. He's always available when it matters most. So people could question, he hasn't stayed healthy, this, that, or the other. He's always ready for the playoffs. So that to me is exciting. NC called the Tyron Smith ad undoubtedly JD's best move of the offseason. I freaking love it. Oh, yeah. Spectacular. Just great. It's just, again, amazing. And another shout out, Ed Vargas, as I'm going back through the comments. Yeah, you're the best, baby. Thank you for being a part of the Boy Green Coffee Club, of course, and for the super chats. You're too kind. And yes, as Mr. Business says, slap that thumbs up. Slap that thumbs up, baby. That is the free way everyone can contribute. Now, you could be the teacher's pay, you could be sitting next to the desk, being old Ed Vargas there with the super chats and the Boy Green Coffee Club and all that. But the free way everyone can contribute. Like if you're one of those hobos on the street and you're like loose change, like sorry, I don't have cash. You're like I accept credit card. You're like boy. Well, here we accept thumbs up and the subscribe button, baby. Which by the way, it was pointed out to me. I think it was Jared that I'm at 666 on YouTube. So yeah, can we just for those reasons alone, as a superstitious guy, can we get enough subscribers where I go above that level of 666? Give me the little bit of the heebie-jeebies. I don't want any bad juju here in this Jets offseason. So if we can hit a couple of subscribes, a couple of subscriptions, just to get it over the hump, I'd appreciate it. And plus, we're chasing 10K, baby. That is what I'm looking for. That's my next big Moby Dick as I'm going on the ocean and the waters I'm hunting out there. 10,000 subscribers, baby. That's the number. I don't know when we're going to hit it. We're definitely going to hit it, but I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know what's going to be happening, but hopefully it's soon, baby. That's what I'd like to see. John Sauer, anyone going to the Steelers game in Pitt? My son lives there, and I'm going up. My radio partner had his son going to Carnegie Mellon there in the Pittsburgh area the last couple of years, so I've been incredibly familiar with Pitt. I won't be there. I'll be actually at a random Falcons-Seahawks game. My dad lives in Atlanta right now, and we're going to head down there. I'm going to watch that 1 o'clock game with him. We're going to be hanging out doing other stuff, and that's the week of Steelers game. The only reason I know that is like I said, hey, Dad, if we go to a game this year, like a Falcons game or something, can we try not to have it on the Jets? Because, I'm a Jets fan. He's like, oh, they play on Sunday Night Football that week. I'm like, booyah, let's go. But hopefully others can go. That'll be fun. Sunday Night Football, again, I've said it before, that's my favorite broadcast production ever. Oh, I love Sunday Night Football. I love the graphics. I love the lineup thing. Aaron Rodgers, California. Breece Hall, Iowa State. And you just start going through, and they're doing like the quick little, little head bob. I love that. It's a great production value. Yeah. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Pats will get mollywopped, I see here. Very nice. Yeah, that's a Greg. Yes, sure. Pistol whip them. Oh, yeah. I hope it's just a bloodbath and we drink the blood of that. That'd be great. Easy in the building. Appreciate you, Ed. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Ed. You loved the interview with Cole Laval. Again, that's a phenomenal interview. Oh, you guys. Okay, so first off, Cole Laval, that interview was awesome. I'm hoping I can write a full column on the Cole Laval thing and really get into the nitty gritty and do like an athletic style article where we break down the full interview in a long column. I'll be working on that, which is awesome. Cole Laval was awesome. But guys, I'm going to give you the ultimate tease, baby. We have a massive interview, which I believe is going to be the Boy Green Daily Show tomorrow morning. You guys are not going to want to miss it. It's going to be spectacular. A very special guest. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I just can't tease it. It's not my father. That would be a great tease. He's actually on Sunday's show this week. We got a phenomenal guest. It should be tomorrow morning. So just buckle your seatbelts, people. Freaking love it. This is a guest I've had on before a long time ago, but he's one of the best in the business. Absolutely one of the best in the business. I will leave it at that as far as the tease is there, but we'll make it happen. All right, let me throw in the link to join the show in the YouTube section here, and we'll allow some call-ins here. 7:56 on a Friday. I'm doing a fun Friday game at my radio station today. I put together a fun little game. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's a fun little game. One of the I'm curious how you guys would do. One of the categories I've made up. We've never done this category before ever, and it's like an audio Jeopardy. For those who don't know, my normal day job is I work at a radio station and I host a sports talk radio show every morning. By the way, that is pinned to join. If you guys are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, you have to hop on over to youtube.com/boygreen25 and make sure you guys hop on that. Again, if you're watching Heavy on Jets or Twitter, which we appreciate, you have to hop on over to the YouTube to join in. But I do a radio show for my normal gig. And every Friday during the summer, we do a fun Friday game where we can come up with Family Feud, Jeopardy, anything. I come up with a game for all the other people, my radio partners, some of my interns and stuff. And one of the categories today, it's like an audio Jeopardy game. One of them is quarterback cadence. And I got mic'd up quarterbacks to like make calls at the line of scrimmage. So it's like 10 seconds of stuff. And you have to tell me who the quarterback is without seeing anything. All you're doing is hearing. Like blue 42 set, and you have to just try to hear maybe their verbiage or what they use and to guess it. So I'm really excited to try that out on the boys today on Fun Friday. But anywho, let's jump right over to the phone lines. Someone making all kinds of audibles at the line of scrimmage on his headset is Easy, our boy, joining us here on the program. What's up, brother?
Morning, Paulie. I'm having a rough morning.
Oh boy, what?
I went to open up the hood of my truck to do a pre-trip inspection. My foot got caught in a hole in the front bumper. I fell right from the bumper onto my back.
Ah, God.
Yeah, my right kidney feels a little sore right now.
I could imagine. Jesus, be careful, Easy, man.
Well, remember I told you I got a new job, so
yeah,
I'm at the urgent care so I can get my piss test. So while I'm here, I'm going to say, hey, check out my back.
That's bang out 2-for-1 special.
Oh my God, I feel like such a tool.
Oh, good Lord. That's all right. Accidents happen, man. But man, be careful. You can't play around with backs. I feel that every once in a while myself.
Yeah, but anyway, you know a lot of the content providers. You know Matt O'Leary and Ryan from Jets Talk and Green Bean and all them guys. Of course,
yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to Ian down at Jet Central in Florida. Yes. It must suck, being down in Florida with all those fish fans.
Yeah, yeah. He talks about it all the time. That they're just every time I do an interview with him or I'm texting or something, that's what he says. He's like, "Ugh, there's just Dolphin fans everywhere." So every time he goes out of his house with a Jets gear on, he gets immediate interactions. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, week 4, Matt O'Leary and those guys from Jets Talk, they're putting together a Broncos thing where you can either buy the package for the ticket or for the tailgate or for both.
Oh, nice.
So maybe if you could get down there for that Bronco game, it's already been set up. You just have to go on their website and book it.
Oh, that'd be wonderful for a Jets Broncos.
It's a 1 o'clock game. It's a 1 o'clock game.
That's convenient.
Wouldn't it be? You can curse a little bit, but wouldn't it be fucked up if we were actually going against frickin' Boy Jr. up there?
That would be, again, I'm kind of, because there is the path to do that this year, right? There's like Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson. Like, there's a lot of Jets ghosts of the past.
Imagine Zach starting that game and beating us?
Oh, my God.
I would die. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so either. And here it is, by the way. Here it is. Talking Jets, their ticket buy, which, by the way, this is a deal that's good through training camp. So, guys, if you want to jump on this, it is week 4. It's as Easy said. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff, and they have either the all-inclusive, which is the full package, or ticket price only. Tickets are a little bit more expensive for that one. It's $175 for that game. For whatever reason, maybe better seats. Probably, I would have to imagine.
They're probably good seats. Like I was telling you, the last time I went to the game was the Halloween game where they were all black against the Patriots, I'm sitting there watching Michael Carter II running towards me with that INT ball, and I'm saying, "Come to Papa, baby, come to Papa," and I couldn't believe that late flag.
On JFM on Mac Jones. Oh, brutal. Which, again, and funny enough, that all happens at MetLife. So now we just need to reverse the demons and give them the business, which is coming up here in week 3. Hopefully MC2 gets a pick 6 on whoever that is. Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, whoever the hell's playing quarterback. Yeah.
I just had a question for you, and I want to know some feedback. All right, so we always get these these kids out of college that luckily enough can make it pretty quickly in the NFL. You know, like guys that start right out of college, like Sauce made it good, and there's a bunch of guys that do that.
Sure.
Okay, my feeling is this Stiggers guy. Is that his name, Stiggers?
Yep, that's right.
All right, he played in the CFL and was an all-star in the CFL. That is, even though it's the CFL, not the NFL, that's still him going against a higher quality group of guys on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, grown-ass men. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah,
Grown-ass
100%.
men that are just under the cusp of the NFL. These aren't college boys anymore.
Right.
These are grown-ass men. And the same thing with this Cole guy. He was in the UFL. These are also the cream of the crop of any of the college players that he would have ever played against.
100%. That's, again, I view them in a different light. The Cole Laval, who's played at this semi-professional level for the last 2 years, I evaluate him differently than just college kids coming out. He's 26, Cole Laval is. This is his first NFL opportunity. I think he's hungrier than, not to try to compare him to the college kids, but like this, he knows that this might be his only shot. And if he blows it, he may never get a shot at this level again. Again, it looks like UFL will probably always be there for him, but at this NFL level, which is his dream and what he wants to do, these guys are getting a different level here.
He could also, even if he doesn't crack the starting lineup, he can always be a highly qualified career backup guard center. And those guys can have a really nice career. And even if he's a second stringer, that's great depth because he's good.
Yeah,
he didn't give up any sacks.
No, to be honest, according to the data, he hasn't given up a sack in 2 years. So, with the Brahmas, whether that was originally XFL or the new thing when they merged at the UFL level, he's been spectacular. So versatility, the elite pass protector, which is his bag, which I imagine would be very attractive to the Jets. Oh yeah, all of it. Cole Laval is a very special guy.
Some guys are late bloomers. I mean, people don't realize, but Michael Jordan didn't even make his high school basketball team.
That's right. It's crazy to think that, but that's true.
That's sick. One of the greatest ballers of all time couldn't even crack the varsity starting lineup.
In high school, right.
Right. So, I mean, and then, of course, in college, he was considered an okay player in college. He was never considered a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that's the way I think of this Cole guy. He did it slowly but surely, kept getting better every level. Every level got better and better and better. So
I love it. He's a great guy to root for. Again, I mentioned it on some other show, but like a Hard Knocks-ian story. We don't have Hard Knocks this year, but your Hard Knocks rooting guy, how can it not be Cole Laval in this tremendous story? And obviously, Jet fans, we love offensive linemen. Please give us as many as physically possible. Yes.
I would love to see if you could get Stiggers on your show.
Oh, I would love to get Stiggers on the show. Obviously, I had not his agent, a national reporter who sat down with him. But yes, Stiggers will be another one high on the list. I'll see if I can make that happen.
Because that might help him make the team and getting ingratiated to the Jets fans. I mean, here's the thing I like about our team.
Yeah.
They're all good teammates to each other. That's why Joe D always tries to get these team captain type guys. Mm-hmm. He wants – so this way you could have one or two bad apples and – they won't pull the guys down because these guys are high quality, high character people.
100%. And I'm glad that has been a point of emphasis because there's a lot of talented people in the NFL, but one rotten apple obviously can sometimes spoil the rest. So for Joe Douglas and Saleh, for that matter, to have this standard as they're bringing guys in that they're weighing as they bring people into the building, I think that's pretty important.
That's right. So anyway, I'm going to leave time because I'm sure Bobby's waiting. And hi, Bobby. I haven't been on your show yet. I'm just looking for an opportunity to come and call you.
Ooh.
I appreciate you saying nice things about me. I'm saying nice things about you, Bobby. I know I teased you a little bit about signing like Saul Rosenberg, but you're kind of funny little voice. But you're good. You're a good guy.
I love that. Easy. And go get yourself checked out medically. Good luck on your piss test and also hopefully your back situation, pal.
Oh,
Appreciate
I don't do drugs, man. I can't. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
You take care, Paul.
All right, you too, Easy. And I appreciate the call. Awesome. Thanks to everybody for calling in. All right, let's go to the next caller here. I love that he's made this name change because it just makes my interest for him feel even more powerful. And let's go to Ricky New York live. Ricky, what's up, brother?
What's up, Paul? Yeah, I did that for the show, but speaking of shows, I have not slept since 2 a.m. when I was on Bobby's show.
Is it toothache? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, can you see my
That's
face
swollen?
on this? Yeah,
Good
look
Lord.
how swollen it's.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the dentist to call me back at 9 o'clock, so hopefully I can get in there and get this tooth pulled that I cracked
Good
yesterday.
Lord. That is the size of a grapefruit. My God.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, it is. I cracked a tooth while I was eating, and man, my face just blew up like a balloon. It's actually not as bad as it was last night. It's actually gone down a little bit.
It's gone down? Good Lord. Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus.
But yeah,
My goodness,
that's okay because the Jets are going to swell some people up like that next year. So,
full circle. Very nice.
Yeah, I'll use that for my segue and just slide right into the Jets talk. But you know what? We've got such high character guys, like he was saying. Like there are no bad apples nowhere, and you know, Stiggers is real interesting the way he's been, you know, performing so far. I mean, I know it's just shorts and stuff, but I really think the fact that, you know, he was covering like that 20-yard deep end zone in that league that he was in.
That's right. Wider fields, longer fields too. Yes. Yeah.
Dude, if he could shut guys down with an end zone that size, I think that he could be maybe an asset, you know, at least in red zone, maybe even early on for us. Yeah, that's real intriguing. You know, Leaky Fotu, I think, is going to be a lot more impactful for us than, you know, a lot of people think. And Mike Williams, I think the Jets are just being cautious like they were with Brees. I think he's going to be absolutely fine. I think he's going to be out there at the beginning of the year. And, you know, I can't wait to see like this O-line like coalesce and come together and
100%.
You know, really start working as a unit. Just hearing how, you know, Tyron is up there just stonewalling our good pass rushers. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. It's been a while since we had that. So, and John Simpson, very underrated by a lot of Jet fans. I think he's going to bring that nasty in the run game that's going to really show up. So yeah,
I've heard a lot of people making fun of him when the Jets signed him. I heard so many people making fun of it, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, really look into it. Don't just like judge off. He got cut by the Raiders, picked up by the Raiders. Like a lot of people were making super judgy comments before they really dove in, and now it seems like more people are kind of coming around on it. But yeah, this John Simpson kid, he brings some juice. 100%.
Well, you know what? It's just like what you were saying earlier about Joe Tippmann last year. You know, he didn't start right away, and the fans were just all over JD about it. You know, he whiffed on that pick, and that's anything but true. Like, you know, quarterbacks get thrown in as rookies, and you know, it's not fair to them. A lot of receivers and running backs can come in as rookies and perform. But dude, number one corners, elite pass rushers, and God, especially offensive linemen, they don't hit the ground running like that. It takes a little bit of time. So people just need to be a little bit patient. And they said the same thing about McDonald. So we'll see what he does this year. That might be another case where the fans jump the gun a little bit, and he might turn out to be better than what we expected. But dude, I mean, I could probably sit here and go on for another hour, but my face hurts, and
that's okay.
And I mean, dude, there's just so many good things going on. Like every single level of the defense, you know, probably the best defensive line in football. You know,
well, it was just rated that by PFF. They rated them the number one corner, number one linebacker, number one defense line, and every day they're like doing a new article on it. The Jets are like number one in like 1,000 categories.
Yes, in every category on defense, and. Man, I'm telling you what, playing with a lead this year where we can really pin our ears back and just unload on other teams, it's going to be a whole different ball game, man, literally. And I can't wait to take this division back.
Yeah, it's been too damn long, and that's my favorite part of this. Everyone's talking about playoffs, and sure, yeah, going to the playoffs is part of the journey. I want to punch our ticket in. I don't want to be waiting to see, does insert team beat insert team in week 17 to put us in position for the wild card? Hell no. Let's get our own crap here and win the division and claim our spot. That's what I want. Damn straight.
Yeah, absolutely. Win that division and who knows, maybe even get an early bye. And
Ooh,
but
okay.
before we face the Bengals in the AFC Championship game, to move on to play Philly in the Super Bowl.
Love it.
I don't want to
Great.
get too ahead of myself. We'll just worry about the division and
Okay.
13-4 for now.
Beautiful.
But,
love it. Ricky,
all right, man.
rest
I'm going to
up,
go
pal.
put some ice on this thing and have a good day, Paul.
All right, you too, Ricky. Good Lord. All right, so we have two callers in a row that are describing terrible injuries and illnesses and God knows what happening. I've turned it to Dr. Eston here, Dr. Green, perhaps, here on the program. Does anyone have any injuries that you may be, your companies or wherever this happened may be liable for? We can try to save you 15% off, perhaps. I don't even know what's going on, but good Lord, a wide array of injuries and illnesses. So, in all seriousness, though, best of luck to Ricky in that swollen face of his, and then easy in the back kidney situation. Good Lord, my Lanta. That's been getting pretty intense there on the injuries. But to the 500 plus people we have watching the show right now, again, everybody like the video, hit subscribe, help support, help spread the good gospel, the good words. We have some great guests coming up here in the next couple of weeks, specifically tomorrow morning on Boy Green Daily. You guys are going to lose it over that guest. It's going to be just some great Jets talk, which I'm very much looking forward to. Plus, like I said, working on some other big time guests that'll be coming over the next couple of weeks. So we're live every day at 7:30. Plus, we do some bonus shows. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we're live at 3 o'clock for an afternoon special. Plus, just other interviews happen, like the Cole Laval one, where me, his agent, bing, boom, bam, I'm at the water park with my kid. Already did Boy Green Daily, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, what the? Wait, we can do this Cole thing? It's like, yeah, can you do it right now? I'm like, okay, let me head back home to the home office, and boom, we banged out Cole Laval interview. So you never know what can happen and what could come to the table. Hey, good morning, honey. Hey, Zariah Luna over there. Oh, boy. She ran off. But anywho, it's spectacular, phenomenal, and looking forward to everything else that can happen. And I appreciate that, Gilbert, and everybody who watches the show. Great show as always. Thank you. And you guys are really going to enjoy this show tomorrow. I will tell you that. Today was great. No doubt about it. And a shout out to Connor Hughes and the Tyron Smith interview, but it's going to get even better. All right, Jared B. with one of these great questions at the end of the show. Paul, 3 running backs and a fullback for the Jets dream team. Okay. All right, let's pull it up. I've got a couple off the top of my head, and this is one where we talked about it a little bit wide receiver, where you're like, holy friggin' crap here, people. Like, we have a lot of first world problems at wide receiver, but you also have some first world problems at some other positions like running back. Because right off the top, you have to have Curtis Martin, Pro Football Hall of Famer. How can you not have Curtis Martin on that list? No doubt about it. You got to have Curtis Martin there. Absolutely, you have to have him on there. So let's go Curtis Martin for sure. We're putting Curtis on there. Boy. Trying to see if how do you not? You got to go Thomas Jones. That 3-year run from 2008 or 2007 rather through 2009, he was one of the most productive backs in the league with his 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards. How can you not go Thomas? So we got Curtis Martin, we got Thomas Jones, and I've got one more spot. And you could give what's the best way to put this? A prisoner of the moment. You could go with a Breece Hall, but I'm going to round it out with Freeman McNeil, baby. That's my 3. I think you got to go Curtis Martin, obviously, Pro Football Hall of Famer. You got to go Thomas Jones with the production. And Freeman McNeil, people just forget about Freeman McNeil, man. This dude was nasty. And when you look at the all-time rushing seasons from the Jets, there's a lot of Curtis Martin appearances. He had that back in 2004 when he led the league in rushing. He was the oldest player to do so. He was 31 years old. He had 1,697 rushing yards. That was spectacular. 2001, he had a 1,500-yard rushing season. In 1999, he had a 1,400-yard rushing season. I mean, it's just spectacular. He owns the top 3. Then there's Thomas Jones right behind him in that 2009 season where he had 1,402 rushing. And then guess what? Top 5, Freeman McNeil with 1,300 yards back in 1985, baby. So there is some Freeman McNeil love. Again, Breece Hall has a chance to enter this conversation, but he's got some work to do. There are so many freaking guys. But to be honest, we're going here. Got Matt Snell, Emerson Boozer. Like, there's so many great names, man. Matt Snell, Emerson Boozer. There is a tip of the cap to guys like Chris Ivory, obviously. How could you not? I love that angry run he's had where he's breaking tackles. Adrian Morrell, sure. And then the fullback. I think that's it, David. My early lean was Tony Richardson because I love Tony, but I think it's Richie Anderson at fullback. He has the most prolific receiving season in Jets running back fullback history in terms of receptions. He is number one in that category, but fullback, it's got to be Richie Anderson. Tony Richardson, again, is a compelling case. It goes to show you all the wonderful players. And just some other random shout outs to guys. Sean Green, I loved. John Riggin started his career with the Jets. Shout out to him. I loved the LaDainian Tomlinson. That was a very flash in the pan thing, but shout out to him for sure. And then just other guys that wouldn't make like the elite of the elite, but I loved Leon Washington. I loved let's see. So Leon was on my little short list there of guys that I loved for sure. Bilal Powell was another one who's again he didn't crack the top three list of dream team superstar guys, but he's on there. And yes, as EZ says, Emerson Bouger 1,000%. Emerson Bouger, Matt Snell. How can you go too much on there? But we've just had a lot of awesome running backs. And Jared, you're right. Damn, we've had some great running backs. You said that about receiver, too. You start going through the list, you're like, holy crap. Like, I got into an argument in the YouTube comments. They're like, dude, Altoon over Jericho Cotchery. By the way, people forget, I know that Altoon's career ended early because of concussions, but Jericho Cotchery beats him in every category. Receptions, yards, catches. And I don't think we should punish him because he was able to play a little longer. But Altoon was awesome, too. It's a first world problem. These lists are difficult, but that would be the list. Again, Curtis Martin, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Thomas Jones, I don't know if he'll ever get into the Hall of Fame. He's just over, I think, the 10,000 career rushing yards mark. We'll see. TBD, but he was spectacular with the Jets. And then you round it out as well. Oh, Blair Thomas. Yeah, how did I forget him? That was, yeah. How did he not crack the list? No idea. But, we've had some really good guys. So, Jared B, keep it up, baby. One of the members of the Boy Green Coffee Club. I love that lasting bit at the end of every show, and we go through this full case here. But yeah, that'd be the list. Getting 3, Curtis Martin, Thomas Jones, and give me Freeman McNeil, baby. And also, like I said, a fullback. I think you have to go Richie Anderson. But Tony Richardson, honorable mention. I love T. Rich. And I got to get T. Rich on the show. I never had him on, but we talked about it. We think we met in person at one of the Jet games. We were going to do it, and then things came up. So T. Rich is another guy I got to get on the show in the near future. Fun conversation. Thanks as always, guys, for tuning in. Again, we'll be back on to Friday? Yes, we'll be back on tomorrow morning, baby, for Boy Green Daily. And again, I can't sell it enough. It's a interview you're not going to want to miss. Spectacular. Again, a very spectacular guest. I'll just leave you at that and let you guys speculate on who possibly that could be. But we appreciate you. Again, guys, like the video, hit subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. God bless everybody. We'll see you.